We've just been saying that the turnaround is remarkable. We all expected an improvement, but has the speed and the magnitude of it? I mean, all of a sudden, more than a good chance of reaching a cup final, and the same for finishing top four in Champions League. Has the speed of it surprised yourself and the Newcastle fans, Lee?
Absolutely, Ali. It's been phenomenal, the turnaround. In football, it's difficult. Eddie came in, the team hadn't won in 13 or 14 games. Staring relegation in the face. He came and stopped that from happening, and then in the summer put his own stamp on the group in terms of his coaching methods and the type of players he wanted, and they've been absolutely fantastic. To think in the top four at this moment in time, and as you say, 1-0 up halfway through a semi-final. Fantastic turnaround, and something the fans never ever dreamed of. This is dreamland for them.
Talk to us about Nick Pope. I've got a great stat for you. Most clean sheets in all competitions. This is teams in major European leagues this season. So he has 16 with Newcastle. And that is ahead of the likes of Arsenal, Barcelona, City United, Real Sociedad, all of those guys on 14. It's amazing, really, isn't it?
Laura, it's just crazy. I mean, you've mentioned the stats earlier. 10 on the bounce, clean sheets, 17 in all competitions. He's been an unbelievable signing. I think he came in for 10 million quid from Burnley. So in today's market, absolute snip. And when you've got that sort of scenario going on where you're keeping clean sheets, it gives you a great chance to go and win games. And that's what's happening, because the last few weeks they've missed chances, whereas earlier in the season they were taking those chances, but they still haven't been losing games because of that phenomenal defensive record. And it just shows you the great work Eddie and his staff are putting in behind the scenes.
Clarky, tell me about Joelinton, right? I mean, I was watching him, whenever it was, a year ago, 12 months, and it looked to me that the player had obviously little or no confidence, right? I honestly can't remember seeing a transformation in any player quite like the one I'm watching just now. I know he's playing him a little bit deeper, but I'm watching him miss that chance last night. I'm watching him being very unlucky with a goal that probably should have stood, and then he keeps going and gets his goal. It's a remarkable turnaround.
Ali, I'll just explain it this one way to you. Just over a year ago, he was getting put down as one of the club's worst ever signings.
Yeah.
Now he's being classed as one of the club's best ever signings. That's the difference. That's it in simple terms. That's how crazy it's been. The phenomenal turn.
And is it just confidence? Is it mainly confidence, or is it a wee change in position and putting him a little bit deeper?
I think, confidence plays an absolutely huge part. I think the change of positions helped. I don't think the club helped him at the time, giving him that number 9 jersey when he first signed and came in, without him finding his feet. Hard for any new signing to make an impact straight away, especially a foreign guy coming into a new league, young player. Oh, I tell you what, we'll just give you the most famous jersey in the club's history, put extra pressure on top of you. So that didn't help. But certainly, since Eddie come in, the change of position and his confidence levels. And as I say, that sentence I said, gone from being one of the club's worst ever signings to one of the club's best ever signings, sums up the turnaround in Joelinton. It's been ridiculous.
Also, I suppose it kind of highlights giving players a chance to settle in and not just panning them and shipping them off and saying, well, that didn't work, stick them out on loan or something like that. Talking about goals, since Boxing Day, Newcastle only scored 4 goals in 5 Premier League matches. 3 of those games ended 0-0. Are you worried about the goals? I mean, obviously it helps when you're keeping so many clean sheets, doesn't it? But do you want to see more goals? Do you want to see more of Isak?
Oh, come on. We're buzzing. Yeah, Newcastle, don't give her those dodgy
Oh, come on, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. It can't be all smooth sailing.
We've had rough. Come on.
This is what happens when you're at the top.
We've had decades of it. Let me just enjoy this moment. No, I get what you're saying. It's what I said earlier as well. So it shows the importance of the goalkeeper and the defensive structure of the team. I've got no doubt. Listen, we've got the firepower. Callum Woods has scored goals. Wherever he's been brilliant for us. Alexander Isak's now getting a good run in the group because he's come back from an injury. He'd only played 3 games and missed a lot of the season, and he looks a very, very exciting player. Done brilliant for the goal last night. So I just think, getting that balance between defence and attack. There's no worries with the fans. You know, they're excited. They love seeing the group of players. This group of players are doing the club so proud. The manager and his staff have been absolutely superb. So the fans are with them 100%. The place will be rocking next week.
I can't wait, mate. I'm down next week, actually, Lee. I've got to say, I can't wait next Tuesday. That'll be fantastic.
Just quickly, sorry.
I'll bring you a pint of the good stuff down, Ali.
Oh, that'll do for me, lad. I'm the very man that'll finish that off. You know that.
I just had a message from someone saying that they are listening to. This is basically, I think it must be to one of your sons. How many sons have you got? Have you got one son, two sons?
I've got two sons.
Two sons. This one, Jack. Is one of them Jack?
Yes.
I just had a message from someone called Lakers, and it's to your son Jack, saying, just listening to your dad on talkSPORT, miss this balmy little sausage, never a dull day when he's around. I thought you'd enjoy that one this morning, Lee.
But do you know what, guys? Just want to put this in perspective. You know, the old playing and managerial coaching days. You know, you're stressing everyone. Just take the next game as it comes. Don't get yourself. But when we beat Leicester in the quarter final, I went and booked my train ticket and hotel for. So we fan pack, and that's not being disrespectful to
Clark, you and 47,000 others, by the way.
You know what, Ali? We're meant to play Brighton and Hove Albion on the day of the Carabao Cup final at St James's, and if the unthinkable happens and we don't get through, I think it'll be the lowest ever crowd at St James's because every Geordie's booked to go to London.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday morning 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.